Why you say I did nothing for you when I for do anything you want me to do? Maybe another time, maybe another life, you will be my man and we'll get it right. It don't cost, last. Now everybody go chop breakfast, have to say bye-bye, oh. Bye-bye, oh, to the love of my life. My eye, oh, don't cry, oh. I need Igbo and Shayo. 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 Hey fam, how y'all doing? Fun fact. I was African in a past life. Probably several past lives. Look like I'm joking? I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass. I know it. I feel them in my soul. I like to dance like them. You know, fam, if I had an opportunity to easily uproot my life, me and my kids, and move to Africa, bye United States. Bye. It's been fun. I'll miss you sometimes, but bye. And I know some people will be like, well, everything not perfect in Africa. I didn't say that. I didn't say it was perfect. I said if I had the opportunity to uproot my life and move to Africa, I'll do it. And I meant what I said. I mean what I say. This has nothing to do with the video. It's very random. But shout out to Africa. Shout out to Nigeria and all the dope ass artists. I love all those artists over there. I met a couple of people here from Nigeria, and I have a friend in Miami, a doctor from Nigeria. He's the one who, I've had lots of deep spiritual conversations with him. He's the one who told me that those faces I saw when I was meditating was my ancestors. So, yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, that was random, but yeah. So, fam, this video is about love and healing and relationships. I mentioned before I took a little break, I made a video about this year being a 6th year, 222. So it's a 6th year. It's supposed to be the year of love. A lot of unions supposed to come together this year. Soulmates, past life soulmates, and twin flames, and you name it. But there's something I kind of discovered about it. It's I kind of was, looking at it as this year of unions coming together and people. And the thing is, yeah, but I feel like this year is more about self-love. Like the unions or the connections that we come into this year is to help us to heal and love ourselves. That's what I think. That's what I've come to the conclusion of. So I feel like the connections that we're making this year, or the people that we may have run into, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like it has triggered us, or it triggers us to, see where we still need to heal. That's what I feel like has happened this year, as far as the year of love, loving ourselves. I don't know if it's just me, but, well, I've been single it's been about a year and like 8 months or so, something like that, 8-9 months, year and 8-9 months. And I've been on a couple of dates. I've done a little bit of dating, just a bit. And I've seriously realized, I don't know if it's just me, right? But maybe you'll realize after you have connected with certain people or met people, you're kind of like, when it's all said and done, you're like, so ancestors, divine powers, tell me what was the reason for me meeting this person again. I'm trying to figure out what was the point of it. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who has felt that way about the connections, but I get it now. It's not even just about us. Sometimes, you know, we're included, okay? It's all for a reason. So I feel like our healing is important, and that's the reason, so that we can continue to heal. But even for the people that we connect with, there's something for them to get out of it. It's not all about us when we connect with people and we're unsure of what was the point of it, and things didn't turn out the way that you wanted it to or whatever. There's a reason, and the reason isn't always about us. Sometimes other people need to see what they need to work on as well. So what I've discovered with the connections that I've made this year is that I saw, basically I could see my own issues. I could see my issues through connecting with people. And I know that I have abandonment issues, trust issues, insecurities. The interesting thing about the abandonment issues is I just never felt like I had abandonment issues. I think you can have them and not really know. And it's kind of because I just felt like I was never abandoned, so I don't have abandonment issues. But you don't have to be like flat out abandoned to have abandonment issues. It took me a minute to realize that. So, for example, my mom dying when I was 2 years old and growing up without a mom, that can cause abandonment issues. I just didn't feel like it did because she didn't abandon me. She passed away. She didn't try to pass away. So I just felt like I was not abandoned, but that still causes abandonment issues. My dad passed away when I was in my 20s, at a time where I, could have really used him or needed him in my life. So that can cause abandonment issues as well. What else? I don't have any grandparents. The last time I had a grandmother, or even was around a grandmother, I was about 3 to 4 years old in Trinidad. So I don't have any grandparents. And, kind of like growing up with not enough nurturing and love and stuff like that, then it causes abandonment issues. It does. So I had to realize that I do have issues, and it's not about me just flat out being abandoned by someone. It's about that being alone growing up and not having that those connections, that important connections. So yeah, abandonment issues is what I realized I have. Trust issues. Yes. I don't know if, I'm sure that many of you, that's what you have to understand. When people trigger you, it's because you need to heal. Like, these are things that you still need to heal from. Trust issues. So I have definitely trusted too easy, trusted too fast, too quick to trust. And it's not because I'm naive. Because if you think that you're going to get over on me, you got another thing coming, okay? It's not that I'm naive. It's that I want to trust. That's what it is. We want to trust. We want to. And that's why we're so quick to do it sometimes when we shouldn't, because we want to trust. It's not that we're some fools. That's just something that we want, something we desire. So yeah, trust issues is something that I realize that I have. And like I said, it's because I'm basically just trusting too quick, not trusting my intuition, not looking at red flags. Now, here's the tricky thing with the trust issues that we have to be careful with, because sometimes we can make this mistake of blaming everything on our trust issues when it's not our trust issues. something ain't right. That's what's wrong. If something is confusing to you and it's kind of like not making sense, that would be because something ain't right. That wouldn't be your trust into issues. That is red flags. That is your intuition. So we have to be careful with that. Where we keep, we're trying to heal. So we take the time to look at ourselves. And not everybody does that. So sometimes we may be a little too harsh on ourselves and just like, oh yeah, this is trust issues. Not, and everything isn't your trust issues. If it don't make sense and something don't seem right about something, that it's a reason for that. That's not your trust issues. Your trust issues is usually when you are just making up something that's not really happening. Like you're seeing something that's not really there. You're making a big deal out of something, or you're basically creating scenarios of something that's not even true when you have no reason to really think it, no real reason, and it's really just in your head. But you have a reason to question certain things. That's not trust issues. That is your intuition. That is red flags. So we gotta be careful with that. What else? The insecurities. So I know I have insecurities. Insecurities with getting older. Insecurities with being different. Knowing that it's going to take a very special person to connect with me. Somebody who wants to be the best that they can be. And not the best you can be as far as getting a lot of money and material things. I'm talking about the best you can be from the inside out. So knowing that I'm very different and that I'm not going to be able to connect and vibe with everybody, knowing that, I'm getting older, like there's things that causes insecurities, and like everybody has them. A lot of people like to pretend that they don't have them, Oh no, I'm confident. I don't have it. I'm not insecure about anything. That's the ego. That's all that is. You're trying to convince you, and you don't want to feel weak. You don't want to seem like you're weak. You're afraid to be vulnerable. That's just the ego. We all have some type of insecurities. It's a part of being a human, and definitely a part of living in this time and this day and age. Yes. So that's what I feel like has happened this year as far as the year of love goes. It's more of a self-love, triggering us, healing, but it's all for the best. These triggers, they're all for the best. It all depends on how you got to take a look at, like, why does this make me feel this way? Why am I so, that you got some healing to do, right? So fam, healing is not easy and it takes a long time, but a good sign is that you're not settling for connections that are not healthy. You're not settling for connections that are not, like healthy soul connections with, built on a solid foundation, honesty and truth and, respect. Like you want that and you're not settling for anything less. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. If you're not just allowing people in your energy to hang around, and just be there, just because you want someone there. That's a great sign. To be a loner and to go into hermit mode and just, continue to heal and only connect with and only allow connections in that are healthy connections. You got a lot of people out here playing mind games, manipulation, and, a lot of that. And if that's what's happening to you, I'll just tell you this. They'll never win, okay? You don't have to get back at anyone or nothing like that. They'll never win. And the reason why people never win with these mind games with you is because they're the only one playing. How you gonna win a game if you're the only one playing? We're not playing around about our energy, protecting our energy, and having, healthy connections. This is not a game for us. You understand? So you're not playing, they're playing. So how do they win? Nobody wins playing a game by themselves. Okay? All right. So fam, I definitely got all of your suggestions about videos to make and what to do next and stuff. So a lot of people want me to make fitness videos, so that's something I'm like thinking about how I'm going to do that. Maybe I'll make separate videos for separate body part. Like maybe I'll do videos that is just make a video for just all of the leg exercises that I do, one for all the glute exercises, one for the core and, you know, upper body, you know, just kind of like I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do that, and so I can maybe post some fitness videos. And I probably need somebody to record with me and stuff like that, but it's in the works. Other than that, I'm going to continue to just come here and share what I go through, because obviously that is like enough. I mean, you all are, it's like confirmation. You're connecting with me. We all are like going through the same things at the same time. So let's do this. So I'll be working on that. Once again, I want to thank you all for hanging with me and sharing your experiences with me. And I'll see y'all next time, fam. Peace and blessings.